easily link Rumble. And I don't know if Rumble is working right now. I really don't. We're going to get into everything in a couple of seconds, but yeah, I don't know if Rumble is working right now. And yeah, hopefully this doesn't come all the way back, because if it comes back to 74.95, then I end up getting stopped out. And I don't want to get stopped out because I feel like this is going to run a lot further. Now, I'm already up a lot on my play currently, but I want to put a referral link in the join link in the chat. Let's see, subscribers only, monetization. Thank you guys for joining today. Anybody that is here right now, I can't really see your comments yet. Copy this and copy that across the board. We got 18 people that are over here on X, so thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I'm going to post, if you guys want to start trading with Margex, I posted a link in the, not only in the chat, but also in the comment section. And I'm going to post that over in Rumble as well, as long as Rumble is working. Okay, Rumble is working. Good morning, Joey Rez. What's up, M-Son? Thank you guys for watching. We have 27 people that are here on YouTube. Thank you guys for staying with me and, you know, diving through what I just had to dive through. But currently, I'm up on Margex. It's kind of coming back a little bit, and I might get, oh, there we go. Oh, that really picked up. Now I'm going to increase my stop loss to 75, 75.10, 75.10, which is 42% gain, because it increased to 75 here. If it gets to 76, and I gain 100% on my play. But I increased the stop loss. So yeah, I'm actively trading right now with Margex. Currently trading Solana, and I started trading Solana at a level. My open price was 74.46 with 50x leverage, and I'm currently up $134. I started with $200 here, but I'm up $134, and I increased my stop loss I should increase my stop loss a little bit higher than that. It's at 75.10, but I don't want it to come back too far. You know, I know it's going to increase. I know we're going to see some retracements and stuff like that. So I was like, all right, well, let me make sure I'm not laggy. Let me see this thing run. So I'm going to increase that to 75.20, 75.20, 5. That'll give me 50% gain if that does find a way to come back. But if it does increase up to 77, then I'll have over 170 gain. It has increased up to 75.55 right now. And right now I'm up $146 at the current moment. But again, if it does come back to 75.25, that's when I will get stopped out. So we're actively trading right now, but just want to see how this thing works. Currently up to 75.50, and it is starting to retrace a little bit, or see some sort of a dive, just a slight bit. I do want to see it get up to 77, which was the previous high level that it did get to. But I'm going to keep playing it as if I'm kind of under the bar every single time. because what I could do is take $130 profit, but I would also have a potential chance to miss out on a lot more. So now I'm just sitting on this waiting. If you guys want to start trading with Margex, because again, I'm only trading with $200, but I'm trading on 50x leverage. I'm protecting myself. I lost on one other trade this morning that was like $20 or so. And now I'm up $130. If it does find a way to come back to 75.25, it will stop me out. So hopefully it does, increase and doesn't come back to 75.25. But if it does, that's still fine. I'm still up a decent amount. Not up with leverage, but if you get stopped out, what do you owe the exchange? So for me, as I see it grow, if I see it grow a lot more, if I get stopped out at 75.25, that's still basically $100 gain. I'm up 52% at that point if I get stopped out there. Now, my original stopping point was like 10%, a 10% loss. You set the stop out, right? So I just got closed. So I just got closed at 25 and it did increase. So it bounced off of 25 and then jumped up. So either way, I'm still up 50%. I can't complain about that. I invested $200 and now I'm at 302 at the current moment. Now it is continuing to increase. I'm not going to get into it right now or make a move into it right now. It is overbought, but the problem is that Solana keeps moving. So I'm not going to continue to do that. If you don't know how to read charts, you're just throwing darts at the chart with leverage. That's true. I mean, if you know where to make a move in it at, like I knew that when it was coming back and it was consolidating, that it was showing something of a bullish momentum, especially as the crypto market is looking bullish and a lot of Solana positions are moving as well. I figured it was going to break through this point. And that's exactly why I decided to buy right down here, and it increased all the way up to that point. So, I mean, either way, like I said, I'm not going to sit here and look at this and go, oh, you know what? I want to keep buying. No, I'm going to take what I gained today, which was $100 and, sit on that. Well, technically $80 because I lost $20. But the what's it called? The fees that are associated with it also have a factor in there, but got stopped out and that's still fine. I'm perfectly fine with that, especially since I gained 50% on my investment. So I'll take that any day of the week. It looks like it is actively starting to come back here, but we'll find another opportunity later, maybe later today with like maybe a retracement. But I saw that as an opportunity and I was hoping that it would push a lot further and just continue. But you will see retracements as time goes on. But anyways, if you want to start trading with Margex, feel free to use my link down below. Or sorry, use my link in the chat, which I don't think I pinned it. Come on. It's not working. Let me refresh it. Nope. Nope. Pin this message. Yeah, feel free to use my link in the chat. Why am I so low here? I'm like really low. Where's my thing? Where is it? That's not it. Did it break? For some reason, I sunk down. It's like I'm getting too heavy or something like that. So it has pulled back quite a bit, and we're seeing this. It still didn't come down to where I was at. I guess it came down briefly and then jumped up to a level where it was approaching the 76 mark and then dropped back down. So you may see this continue to bounce off of the, I believe this is a 15 moving average, but continue to bounce off of this. That's what I typically see within the stock market, but it looks like it might be breaking through it and creating more negativity because of the fact that it did have a larger increase. But either way, good morning to everybody. It's a good way to start off your morning by gaining $100, $100+ in the crypto market by seeing a short-term trade. We got 127 people that are here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We have 24 likes and 127 people. I feel like we should be at a higher like. But good morning. Up 160% currently on my Bonk trade. Let's see what happens when Coinbase starts trading. Yeah. Wait, are they actually listing on Coinbase? Is that something that I missed? Is that something that I truly missed? Bonk. Search 40% of the past prominent exchange. Coinbase said it would list the token on Thursday, today, making it the third largest meme coin behind Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. That's huge to see Bonk get up there and be worth. I believe it was like very, very close to, if not already at, $1 billion market cap, not $1 trillion market cap. It's at a $939 million market cap with $278 million worth of volume. Of course, you're going to see this thing absolutely pump, absolutely run, and you'll probably see the mix of Solana run as well because of that. And I mean, Solana's already going to run, and just the hype behind that's crazy. I did not know about that. I heard somebody say something on Twitter, and I was just like, I don't know if they will. And it wasn't a question. It was a statement. So I was not aware of that. Have been shilling it since 50 cents. It's $5 now, soon $25, 50 cents. Only 21 million supply. You're talking about something else. 160% is amazing though. I just bought Bonk this morning as they had the news of listing on MEXC, or new listing on MEXC. It's today. Wow. Rats going crazy. I thought you were saying like rats, like rats. Like I missed it. Rats, like that type of thing. Bonk at 9 PT on Coinbase. What are your views on Gary token? I haven't looked at it. Give me a second. I'm trying to say good mornings and look at things that are running, that are top cryptocurrencies at the moment. I mean, $1 billion market cap for Bonk is insane. I'm staking some Bonk. On Phantom Wallet, you can swap Sol for Bonk. Yeah. Well, I'm not saying like I know it, but I'm not going to do that. I currently have Sol. I did buy some Sol. And it's good to see that coming back a little bit. Would have loved to have seen that pullback, but I didn't want to bet against Solana and everything that's happening with the Solana chain. Like I feel like I'm betting against a mountain lion against a squirrel. Like that's basically what I'm doing if I do that. Even though it would come back, or it did come back, I would never bet against that like that. I wouldn't, and I couldn't. Check this out. I'm cursed. I go around saying the fire, the witness. What? One day. Matt, you think? What do you think about Tenet? Again, we'll get into some things. We just have to give it some time. I don't want to open a new wallet just for Bonk, so I can't buy it. I hear you. I never want to open up a new platform, and that's why like I opened up Margex, one because they're a partner with the channel, and two because they offer something that I can't get basically anywhere else, which is trading on leverage and being able to get experience with trading, like actively trading. I feel like with Coinbase I can do that, but you end up paying a crazy high fee for the amount that you're trading. Like if I'm trading $10,000 worth of something, $20,000 worth of something, I'm going to pay $30 or $40 for that trade. That makes no sense whatsoever to go about that trade, because now you have to make, in order to trade in and trade out, you now have to make over $100 on that trade in order to actively or effectively trade that position. It ends up getting very difficult. But if you have a play that's going to make you like, or you're only going to pay maybe $10 or $7 or something like that, or maybe even it's $14. It's still way better than what you would have with $30 or $50 with Coinbase. It's like, it makes no sense whatsoever. And then Coinbase One, you pay $30 a month, and you paying $30 still, I think it's $30, you still will have a limit of $10,000 that you can trade. It's like, what's the point? $10,000 is the limit to where you get, free trades. And then after that, you have to pay. And it's like, that doesn't make sense, like, at all. All right, guys, we have 172 people here and we only have 34 likes. Guys, hit that like button. I need to get to 100 likes at that point. Let me go ahead and start a poll here. The like button is under the chat. It's not the hearts that are on the chat. It's under the chat. So if you're on your phone or something, you have to hide the chat, hit the like button, and then bring up the chat again. Because this is definitely a low percentage. I spelled that wrong. Answer the poll in the chat if you guys think that Bonk will break a $1 billion market cap today. And see what's moving and, what's cracking, right? We got $1.62 trillion market cap, where we're seeing Bitcoin's dominance that is decreasing. I guess that would come from what's happening with, Solana and things of that nature, where you see multiple billions that may be changing there. You're also seeing, what's it called? Yeah, the dominance is coming down. You're seeing 52% of that dominance, a 4.68% increase on the day. Bitcoin is up 4.6%. It's up to $43,000 for a lot of people that thought Bitcoin was coming down to 40,000. I mean, we're not seeing that. It doesn't mean that it will not happen. I don't believe that it will happen, but anything could happen, honestly. We're still, half a month away from the actual, like, month of Bitcoin ETF approvals, right? Ethereum is up to 2,300. It's up 6% on the day. BNB is up slightly. It's up 1% to $251, which is definitely good. XRP is up about 5%, up to 63 cents. That's good to see. Solana is up to $73.15, up 11.6%. Cardano is up 13%, 14%, up to 65 or almost 66 cents, which is phenomenal for me. I'm up, basically $3,000+ going on $4,000 on what I invested, like 3,000 into it. So I'm up what I invested. I'm up my initial investment at the moment, and I'm not taking any profit right now. I know that there's so much more potential there, and I will find levels to take some of that profit as time goes on, but not now. Avalanche is up by 8%. You're seeing Dogecoin that's up by 5%, Polkadot by 10.5%, Chainlink by 7.6%. You're seeing, Shiba Inu, that's up by 7%. That's actually at the drop zero level, which is good, but going back and forth. Litecoin, I guess, has moved quite a bit. For some reason, I'm thinking that it was a lot lower of a price. Let's look at the last year. So yeah, it was a lot lower of a price. Well, not that crazy. It was like $61 in October, but then was at a level of $107. So it has decreased from there and isn't really at a high point right now. May not even be something that's the same way that it was in the last bull market. right? Same place that it was in the last bull market. But yeah, Litecoin still up 3%. Let's look at the things that are moving the most. You can probably guess what is moving the most, and it's probably going to be Bonk. Yes, Bonk is up to a $930 million market cap with $275 million worth of volume. You see 52% of an increase and 62% over the last 7 days. So the last day, you're seeing 52% of that 62 that has been done in the last day, or has been moving in the last day. If we look at, let me actually go back here. For some reason, I think they have aggressive ads that are playing, and I don't want that because it's only been 20 minutes, and it seems like I've seen a couple of ads that have gone the same route. But we have 211 people here, guys. Make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you guys are interested. Also, anybody that's watching on X, thank you for watching. Anybody that's watching on Rumble, we got 25 people that are watching. Hello, King James. And everybody else that's watching behind the scenes. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We currently have 4 likes over on Rumble. So yeah, Matt right now is talking about Bonk. Sort of talking about Bonk. But Bonk is up to a $930 million market cap. And we're seeing, let's go over here, we're seeing 60% of the supply that is introduced, so you don't really have much dilution within it, so you don't have to really worry about that too much. You do have to worry about some form of dilution, but it's not going to be a crazy dilution. Like if you look at the fully diluted market cap, you're looking at a $1.5 billion market cap. And if you can firmly see this well above the $1 billion, $2 billion, $10 billion market cap, of course, you'll end up seeing a gain overall. But this has moved quite a bit. Let me go ahead and shrink this down just a little bit so we have some of the community and what they're saying. This is 3 hours ago. Solana-based theme coin soared 40%, 40% in 24 hours after major exchange Coinbase, basically announces that they're going to list them today, which is why we're seeing that push. Coinbase's announcement, 49% up, currently 62% up in the last 7 days. And if we look at the last month, it's up 750%. 750% in the last last month. If you would have invested into this, and crazy enough, I didn't invest into it, but I was going to make that move, and I say shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and all that stuff. I'm not in it. But while I saw this on what is that site? Uphold. While I saw this on Uphold, I was going to make a purchase because I was like, I should buy $100, and that would be worth like $750 at this point if I would have bought. Actually, I think it would have been worth a little bit more because it wasn't just, it was around this level. Yeah, it was in October to where I bought Caspa, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Might have been. Maybe not. I think it was actually the 14th of November. So it was somewhere around here. But either way, I would have been up a significant amount if I would have put money in there like I was going to. But I just didn't want to spend the extra money. Now I have extra money to spend, but I'm not going to buy Bonk at this level. I'm not, right? I understand it has so much more growth potential. But then again, I keep saying that where I'm like, I want to talk about the position. And if I want to talk about the position, I kind of feel like I have to hold it, right? And that's where it's like, you should have been in. And it's like, are you going to get in later stages of it, right? So I don't want to say I will physically never get into the play. I just feel like I won't gain as much as others if I decided to get into it now. One other thing I wanted to look at was I wanted to check where Grock is, because I invested another $2,000 into Grock yesterday, and we're currently seeing this at an increase on the day, up about 30%, right? Because it's at 1.3 cents. I am currently above my cost basis now after investing 1,800 at a value of I think it was like 2.3 cents because I invested 1,000, then 800, and it was 2.3 cents. My cost basis is now down to about 1.1 cents because I invested another $2,000 into it and got another 200,000 coins, which I currently have 300,000, over 300,000. So where I am now, I invested 3,900 total, and now I'm at 4,000. Let me actually go back here and just check really quick to make sure I'm logged in. Yeah, I invested 3,900 total, and I'm now at 4,000, about $4,100. So about $200 above what my cost basis is. Every cent that this increases, I gain $3,144, which is crazy. $3,144.40 every single penny that this increases. So I'm excited about this. I'm excited about that running to a whole nother level. But, we'll see as that does come along, as the bull market happens, as this gets listed in different places. Just wait and see. Like, I really can't wait for this to absolutely explode. When this gets to, and I don't even know what the first level of profit that I'm going to take. I might end up taking some at like 10 cents. Seeing that at 10 cents will be a $30,000 level. And I probably would take a third of it. The reason why I would take a third of it, even though it has so much more potential above that, I'm not sure right now. It all depends of how it's running. But I will take a third of it as it does get to a level of 10 cents or so. And as it increases even more than that, and we see more hype that comes with it, it depends, right? So if it's catching a lot of popularity and shows much more growth well above the 10-cent mark or 20-cent mark, then absolutely I will hold on to more of it and probably only take, my initial investment, which was like $4,000 or something, instead of taking the whole 10. So either way, I have hundreds of thousands of coins, meaning that this can get me so much more, in the end there. So anyways, things are definitely moving. I was talking about Bonk as the top mover within the day. We're seeing Helium. I know I haven't answered many questions right now. We see Helium that's up 33%. We see Woo Network that's up 28%. Ordi that's up 27%. That seems to just continue to move. Every time I look at it, it's always positive. Love it. I'm not in it, but it's always positive. Celestia is up to $13.71. That's up to a $2 billion market cap. That's making a huge move, huge jumps via market cap, price movement, everything. And I'm excited about that, right? I think it can go so much further, but it's currently up 22%, and it's up to a $13 or almost $14 price point. Render is up to almost $5. It's up 19%. I know some people that do have that. ApeCoin, that's up 13 or 14%. I hear there's a lot of hype around metaverses and gaming right now, and it's understandable. Bonk is better than Grock. I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying Grock is going to have a lot of potential to run. I'm not saying that Grock is better than Bonk. I think Bonk has a ton of growth potential even above where it is right now, and seeing the explosion, seeing how it will get listed and is getting listed on Coinbase, that will create much more hype and a Coinbase explosion that probably pushes this to a level where it could even, I'm not saying that this will happen, but it could even get to a point where it has so much hype that it could possibly push above where Shiba Inu coin is in, by market cap, which is only at a, $6 billion market cap. I believe that's the case. And I don't want to get ahead of myself by saying that, which would be a, 6x from where we are right now. And for a lot of people that got in before, would be a multiple of that, right? It would be 12, 24, whatever X for that. So I'm not saying Grock is better than Bonk. I'm saying that I invested a lot into Grock at a lower level, and it's at a $100 million market cap or less than $100 million market cap versus a $900 million market cap, right? Lucky is better than both. I think Lucky is a great play and will have a lot of success, but I can't compare it to those two right now. Obviously, you look at ones that are worth 100. I mean, you can probably compare it closer to Grock because Grock is at a $100 billion market or $100 million market cap or close to it. And, Lucky is around that, $1 million market cap, a lower level. So you can see that push up quite a bit. Bro, everything is better than SHIB now. This meme won't do anything. Any big moves is bull market. I don't necessarily agree. I think SHIB will have major movement, and it will explode out of nowhere, just like it did before. And most people may not see that, but I do see that, right? Because you see the popularity, and to say that it won't have any movement with 1.3 million holders right now. Just wait until you see this bull market happen. You're probably going to see closer to 2 or 3 million holders within Shiba Inu. Yeah, you can mark my words if you want to. Anyone else in line for a dark line right now? I'm not. I saw that, the hype behind it. I didn't end up, making a move into it or anything like that. How do you buy Grock? So I bought it on Uniswap. You can also buy it on Bitmart. If you're outside the US and you can trade on things like MEXC and Gate.io, then you can get it on those platforms. But right now it's not on any other platforms really for the US, for US buyers and traders. But I'm sure that they'll find a way to get on, Kraken and Crypto.com, probably Crypto.com first. And then you'll see, Kraken, you'll see KuCoin and Binance and all of these others. Jasmine is trying this morning. I did see it was at 63% of a penny for Jasmine. Yeah, Jasmine coin is currently at 63 or almost 64% of a penny, which makes me up $2,300 on this play. But I know there's a lot more growth, going forward. So I'm not stressing it at all. As I see it was at a level of 65% of a penny. I think it can go so much further. We've seen this up in the 80% of a penny level, and I'm expecting this to go up to multiple cents, multiple billions of dollars worth of market cap. But that's in due time. Right now, it's all about Solana. It's all about Solana chain. It's all about Solana ecosystem, and that's kind of where it stands. What's your thoughts on JTO? Is that Jitto? So this position, it would have been a great buy at a lower level there when it was at $2.50 for the last day, somewhere around that, $2.60 or so. It would have been a great buy, and I still think it does have a lot of upside, especially with all the volume we see that goes into this. $343 million that goes into this, and this is really just getting started on like CoinMarketCap and just getting started out here. Now, it does have a lot of dilution potential, but from what I understand, the dilution won't come anytime soon. So it could be something that does have an impact long term. But if you're looking for a short term play, this could be something that does, fit your portfolio and, be able to profit out of it, just like a Celestia, right? Celestia or TIA. TIA is currently sitting at $13.67. I don't think it's as popular or, will create as much volume there. I mean, you do see $476 million worth of volume that goes through this position as well. And it's up 20% on this day. But you look at where it's come from, like over the last month, it came from a $5 price point all the way up to a $13 price point. If we look at the last year or all history of this, because it really is like brand new, you're looking at a $2 price point where I purchased my Celestia I purchased $48 worth, and it ended up increasing to $13.70. So this could be something that does happen. Now with Jitto, you don't really see as much of a push, as much popularity here, but it does have a lot of volume that goes through it. So it's popular compared to, if you're comparing it here and you're looking at the volume over there, the volume compared to the market cap, this is at a 23% volume to market cap ratio. And Jitto is actually at a 98 or 100% volume to market cap ratio, showing that it does have popularity, but it may be more of like a kind of even playing field when it comes to buyers and sellers. So that's where it's like, what are people truly doing? Because if you see $400 or $300 million worth of volume, you would like to see majority of that push it upward. But you might see more of an even playing field, like I said. So I was going to look at something that you wanted to talk about there, but I'm going to go ahead and time you out, um, because that's ridiculous. And I'm going to time you out for 5 minutes. So whether you stay here or you don't, that's a ridiculous amount of times that you asked for a what's it called, breakdown of a certain play. H bar is going nuts. Let's check out H bar. H bar is up by 10%. I don't think it's going nuts, but it's up by 9%, 10%. It's up to 8 cents, which is phenomenal. I do have H bar over in my assets over here. If I go to Coinbase and we look at my assets, which I'm now sitting at $24,200. Cardano is up by 3,200. Jasmine is up by 2,400. You see my krill is still down, but that's up by 3%, 6% for Harvest Finance. I think those will eventually make moves. Right now, they're not making any moves. Let's go ahead and check. Anchor has moved quite a bit. I want to invest more and more into Anchor. So whenever I can find that, my H bar is up by 8% today. I'm up $61 total on that. Let's see what Solana's doing. So Solana is currently at a level, I guess it did increase to, it did increase here, and it may be catching a bounce, maybe catching a little bit of a retracement there to be catching a bounce later. And I knew it would find a way to come down to this point because this is a previous resistance level, could act as a previous support level. But I ended up early this morning. If you guys didn't see early this morning in the beginning of the stream, I was actively trading Solana. I invested around this point when it was in consolidation, saw that it was going to break out, ended up increasing or investing into it. It increased all the way up to this point. I ended up selling somewhere around the 75.25 mark. I made $100, or technically 50% of what I put in there, because I traded with margin, or I traded with leverage. If you guys want to start trading with leverage, I have a link in the chat where you guys can sign up for MargX, and you can trade up to 100x leverage if you want. Just make sure you protect yourself. As I make investments, what I do is I typically will click the profit target or stop loss, and I will try to implement that. Now, one time I didn't really implement it the right way, and I ended up not seeing what was happening, and I didn't get stopped out either. I didn't end up making the profit that I wanted to make. It was a kind of a shit show, for lack of a better term. And I now make sure that I set this target price and the stop loss as I make whatever trade I make. So if you guys are going to trade on leverage, make sure you guys protect yourself, and make sure you're not, like someone else said, make sure you're not just throwing darts at a dartboard and just investing and not understanding how charts move, what resistance points and support levels look like, and different patterns, and reading different patterns within charts. So if you guys want to start trading with MargX, feel free to use my link in the chat. And you can start trading with up to 100x leverage. Sol is 50x leverage. You can trade with Shiba Inu, which is 25x leverage, and Pepe, which is 25x leverage, Dogecoin, 25x leverage. So it's up to, right? It doesn't have to be that. It could be 5x leverage if you want. But yeah, go ahead and check it out. Let's look at my Kraken portfolio. Actually, I need to log into it. Give me a second. Let me sign in, and then we will show you my Kraken portfolio. This is the portfolio that I invested $517 into and bought 100 random coins. Well, not random, but 100 coins that were from lowest market cap to highest market cap, or as high as I can get on the list. So give me a second, and we will log into Kraken. So I'm actually at the highest point that I've ever been on this platform. I'm at $1,184.88. Over the last month, I'm up 44%. over the last 3 months, I think it's going to give me what I invested in here. I want to take it from this point, which is $500, and watch that grow from that point, which is basically up 100+%, over 100% at that point. So, and this is only two months, 2.5 months, or something like that that I put money in here and bought 100 random or 100 coins on this platform. Let's see what's up. Celestia is up to $86. I have 6 of them. I did have, I think, 20 at one point, which would have been worth a crazy amount here. But as I got to double my investment, which was $48 to $100, I took out half of that and threw it into other plays. You do see Anchor is up to $43. I have TVK, which is up to $42 here. Ripple, I have 538 of this play. Ripple is at 42. You're seeing the graph that's at 33. Siacoin, I believe that's one that I think I still only invested $5 in. Yeah, I bought $5. I bought another $5. So from $10 up to $26, which is definitely a good gain. Majority of this portfolio is positive, which honestly you wouldn't think so. If I'm investing into from the lowest market cap to the highest market cap, I'm investing into 100 coins. You wouldn't think that majority of this portfolio is positive, but you're looking at 95 at minimum. 95% of this portfolio is positive. Is that not crazy? And I invested from just the bottom all the way. If I would have put $50 into each play, this would have, doubled in price, right? I would have put $50 into each play, add 2 zeros, $5,000, and I would have turned that into $10,000 or over $10,000 at this point. $11,850. Wait, $11,850. That's what I would turn it into. Grock is running? Is it? Let's check it out. When you classify it as running, what do you mean? So, I mean, it is up. And yes, it was up 30% the last time I looked at it, but it's good. I would love to see it break out, like really break out and get back to a 2-cent level, maybe a 3-cent level. And like I said, every cent that this gains, I gain $3,000, $3,100 every single penny that this grows. Bonk went up since last night, bro. Yeah, of course. I mean, with what's happening within Bonk, absolutely. It's something that's trending. It's at a 50% gain. It may end up changing as the chart updates. But it's at a 51% gain over the day, almost 52% gain over the day. And we're looking at a almost $930 million market cap, pushing up to that $1 billion market cap level, of course. Jasmine and Crow doing great. Jasmine is definitely doing great. I haven't checked out CRO yet this morning. CRO is at a level of 10 cents. Hopefully my camera doesn't go off because this heat tends to mess with this camera. But I'm also very, very cold at all times down here. It is freezing down here all the time. What I need is like a fan to just be pointed directly on the camera so that it just airs it out and we have no issues with it overheating. Because I like this camera a lot better. Like this camera is way better than my camcorder, which honestly the camcorder is good. It's always been good, but I just didn't realize how good this camera actually is. I was always like, oh, well, it doesn't look like it's recording in 4K because the camcorder was like really laggy and you could see my hand. It was like you would see so much drag in it. And now you don't see that drag within this. And you could even see the thing that's behind me right there. There's no drag on it. Casper's going to blow up. I haven't checked out Casper in a while. Can you please view Gary token? Um, I'll check it out off screen. I don't know what it is. If it's lower than a certain market cap, I usually don't bring it up. Is it Gary Network? I guess that's what it is. Currently sitting at $11 million market cap with $1.3 million worth of volume. 4 cent price point. The history for this, I mean, it's gone from a 84 cent price point, which I would imagine is because of like dilution. It has a lot of dilution potential. It's at 27% of the circulating supply that's out there for a coin that is at $11 million market cap with not a crazy amount of popularity. It is on Kraken though. It is on Kraken, available on Kraken. I might actually have it if it's available on Kraken. Let me check it out. Give me a second. It's at $11 million market cap with $1 million worth of volume. And it's on crypto.com. It's on Kraken. It's on various platforms. It's just not seeing a ton of attention. I'll bring this up on the screen since I do already have it over on Kraken. I'm pretty sure I do because I invest into everything that's a lower end position. So if I type in Gary somewhere, I should have some. And it might be at a loss though. So Gary Network. Yes, I have $10.81 worth of Gary, which I invested $5 and it has doubled since then. So even though it's not the most positive at that point, I'm invested into it, which is funny, right? If it's on Kraken, there's a big chance. If it's a lower end position that's on Kraken, there's a large chance that I hold it. So the fact that it's on Kraken, you might end up seeing a larger push to it. And the fact that it's on various exchanges, I changed my mind on that. It just doesn't have enough volume. And maybe that volume will come as people start to look for lower end positions. That's kind of where you stand. So I invested a little bit into it. It doubled. Would I invest more into it? Probably not, right? I just want to see what this could be, this $5, if it could potentially turn into $50 worth. An increase to $100 million market cap. You never really know with something that, is available in Kraken. So it's a major exchange, tier 1 exchange. What price do you see CRO in at 2024? 40 cents is reasonable. Do I see it at 40 cents? I see CRO well above $1 in 2024. Some people may say, 40 cents is reasonable. I don't know if you've seen the price that it has been at. It's hovered around 40 or 50 cents and it has reached a 90 plus cent level. And I think that with the implementation of like the Rewards Plus program, so everything that's going on with Rewards Plus, I think that will be big because it brings in now another use case for CRO. People don't understand that, where they're like, CRO doesn't, or they look at other things and they're like, they have a use case and all that stuff. CRO has a major use case where it's fully implemented within that exchange. If you look at everything that they are doing, you have to stake CRO in order to get the debit cards and the higher percentages, right? You have to hold CRO in order to get the different levels and get the different rebates and all that stuff. The rebates, which would be paid in CRO, the transactions are going back to people that are trading, actively trading on the platform. You have CRO that's going back to them. You also have, for some reason I lost my train of thought, but other factors that are going into that as you're getting CRO and rewards for the credit cards. So for me, as I go through with my different spending that I have, let me take you through this. You're not gonna be able to see my phone. I wish I had a docking station here, which I should look that up and I should probably get that for Christmas. If somebody wants to buy it for me. I don't have a PO box, so but I should probably get it for Christmas. I'll ask or send Erica something. But I did the same thing last year. I just never got the docking station because it's the docking station I wanted was kind of expensive because I want a docking station that's always going to work. But basically everything's expensive. Name the last thing you bought you could have gotten for $1. You probably don't know. So right now I'm at level 6 Mars settlement and I get 0.1% trading rebates. So if I make a trade, I get rebates for it in CRO. as well as getting an extra 1% on the cards, which I have the Jade Green card, which is 2%, I believe, right now. And that means that I'll get 3% overall. And as I'm getting 3%, I can like track all the different things I have received. Actually, if I go into CRO, I can track that. So I have to go into the CRO wallet. Let's see. If I go into CRO, you're going to see that I received some rewards. So I have 0.2 CRO that I received in rewards from like the staked, I guess, the staked amounts. But then I also have 3.7 CRO that I received in some rewards here. 11.15 CRO that I received in rewards. Then I have rewards and trading rebate was 29.5. And then I also have CRO rewards of 0.2 again, and another trading rebate of 1.7. So it's going to be more activity that goes into it. I'm only at level 3. Yeah, I traded a lot because I bought Solana over there. I bought 10 Solana, so I traded about $700 worth in the platform. And then also I have $4,000 staked, which is crazy that doesn't count for how much CRO you're holding. The staked amount that you have doesn't count. You have to hold CRO outside of the staked amount in order to be leveled up and get a different percentage, which honestly sucks. But I don't know if we can do the earn program and stake it there as well, then and get that accounted for. That would be amazing, but I'm not so sure that counts either. Guys, we have 300 people here and we have 119 likes. If you guys can hit that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. Does CRO have liquid staking? I believe they have a LCRO, which is the liquid CRO. But you also have a flexible staking. I'm pretty sure you have flexible staking still. You also have the DeFi wallet, which would be, it's not really flexible. You can unstake anytime you want, but it takes 21 days in order to, go through that, pulling it out. But let me see. So I bought Solana. If I go into, where do I have to go to in order to go to earn? I don't remember how to do this on crypto.com to go to earn, because typically I'm doing that on the DeFi wallet. So if I go to accounts, if I go to crypto earn, right, I can go to Cronos and gain up to 6%. You can do flexible staking for 0.5%. You can do fixed staking for up to 1 month of 4%, or fixed staking for 3 months up to 6%. Now, if I would do it, I would do it for 6%, and just stake it for 3. You can stake a PayPal USD as well. USD coin for 4%. What's the highest percentages? Solana 4%. Cosmos is 7%. That's really good. 9% for Polkadot, up to 9%. Tether is 6.5%. So yeah, either way, CRO is offering you a lot, right? I feel like people undervalue CRO and everything that goes on with the exchange, and how it's implemented within it. It's implemented better than any other exchange that's out there. I want to look at categories really quick. First, let's look at the top movers and see where Bonk is. Up 53% at a $925 million market cap. Then let's go to categories. And I want to see if I could find like exchanges. Can I like get a breakdown of the categories? Maybe it's not going to give me. I wish there was an easier way of searching for it. It wouldn't be a community, right? This is just like a name. Let's see. Or maybe I could search for it. Give me a second. Exchange coins. Coin market cap. Top cryptocurrency exchange ranked by volume. So this is where I kind of, or no, these are top cryptocurrency exchanges. I want exchange coins. It's not going to work. Top centralized exchange. There we go. Top CEX token. So they classify BNB as a CEX token, and you also have Leo as a CEX token as well. So you're looking at BNB, OKB. You're looking at Leo, and then you have Cronos, FTX right behind it, KuCoin, BitGet, Woo Network, Gate.io, HG, right? So Cronos is fourth on the list. I think it will be first on the list. I still don't think Binance is really an exchange. Like, if they don't actively do anything for the exchange, like, I guess BNB, you have some sort of implementation, but I don't see that as an exchange coin. I see that as more of, it's all about the network, right? Yes, it is part of Binance, and you have, burns that are associated with it and all that stuff, but you don't have like a full like impact. Like, you don't have to have BNB in order to trade or do things on Binance. For CRO, in order to get these certain levels of things, or for crypto.com, in order to get certain levels of things, you would need CRO or stake CRO and do all that stuff. So I'm a bounce. Hope everybody is having an epic day out there. Snack on Cardano. Don't fade this chance. Let's check it out. I've seen people talk about Snack quite a bit, especially since Cardano has been moving. Let's take a look at it. Currently sitting up 22%. It's at 13% of a penny, and we're seeing it at a $93 million market cap, with a total of 92% of the supply that is out there. You're looking at $4 million worth of volume, and you're seeing 70 billion. Is that 70 billion coins? 70 billion coins. So in order for this to get to $1, it'd have to be $70 billion. Which honestly, I've heard so much about it that it's making me, I'm very, very interested in like purchasing it. But I don't have a way of doing that. There's only 10 places to buy it. You can buy it on MEXC, LBank, BingX. I have no way of purchasing it. So that's something that I don't know. I could buy it on LBank if I wanted to and hold it on LBank, and then when they get on a different platform, I can send it. But the problem is like, how much is it going to cost me to send it different places? That's what I don't want to do. Is I don't want to send it different places and it costs me a crazy amount of money in order to do so. Because I can go over to LBank right now. I think I still have access. LBank doesn't require, like, it's tradable in the US, right? Let me actually log in over here. Because I think I still have, I have LBank listed here. So let me try and log in on my phone and see what this is all about. Because I like, I've heard good things. I've heard really, really good things. Let me go ahead and log in. I got to do this. Actually, I don't even remember what my password would be. I feel like this is it. That's not it. There's no way. I guess I'm going to hit forgot password because there's no way that I'm going to remember that. There's no way I'm going to remember anything. What the heck is going on? Well, I don't want to do that because if I do that, then I won't have the ability to trade. This sucks. Does there have to be that in there? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm just trying to log in to see if I could try and purchase this. One more opportunity. Whatever. Yeah, I can't purchase it. It's worth looking into. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that I've heard a couple of times. I've heard from a few people like, hey, this looks like a good position. It's, under Cardano and see the impact of what it could be. Why is this not working? Scroll. Jesus. So we'll have to take a deeper dive into that maybe at a later time. So let's check if Solana is bouncing back. So it looks like Solana at a level of 75 is kind of leveling off a little bit. I want to make more trades, but I want it to be confirmed that these are going to be the moves that happen. You know what I mean? And it's so tough to figure that out. I mean, we are seeing more consolidation and we're seeing a little bit of a pickup from here, but I don't need to get greedy. I've already made $100 today. If you guys want to start trading with Marjax, feel free to use my link in the chat. Watch out, Terra Luna Classic. Here comes Bonk. Lunac, eat your heart out. What does that mean? Eyes on Pepe 2. You have your eyes on Pepe 2? If it's moving and you can make money from it, have your eyes and attention on it. I understand it. It makes sense. Then go for it. Did you check FMC and Inu? Please check web. I haven't checked them out. I haven't checked them out at all. Just an expression. Well, I know eat your heart out is an expression. Oh, you're saying like, okay, like, cause you were the one that said, watch out, Terra Luna Classic, here comes Bonk. So eat your heart out because, Bonk is moving to $1 billion market cap and here comes Terra Luna Classic, or here comes Bonk about to jump over Terra Luna Classic, which is at a $1 billion market cap currently. Understandable. I did yesterday on other news, I did invest more money into Robinhood for my dividend portfolio. And my dividend portfolio is up a significant amount over the last, 3 months. It's up $462 or 6%, which I wouldn't think would happen because the things that I'm investing into like dividend paying ETFs. Like I'm investing into ETFs and REITs and things of that nature that don't really move as much as you would see like a technology stock or something like that. But everything has been up there. So I'm hype about that. Yesterday alone, I think it was up, it said like seven or $175 in a week. In a week, it's up $271. 1 week, 3.4%. Yesterday was up a massive amount and pushed up to this level of 824 or $8,240. Did somebody send a 49-cent super chat? How is that even possible? I thought that like they have a minimum and I mean they take I guess 30% of whatever chat revenue I do have. Yo, Matt, um, I recommend ICP. I know it's down big and the max supply is infinite, but it will be big. It would be a big thing in the future. It's worth researching more into. So I have researched a lot into ICP, and I do like it. I do like it. It's just something that really just doesn't sit well with me with the infinite supply for the long term. And I want to invest for the long term. I don't really want to invest for the short term. If I do invest for the short term, I know I can find some gains within it. I mean, we've seen the gains, so I understand, you know, that play. But for the long term, it may not be something that really works out fully in your favor, depending how long you hold it. Guys, we have 140 likes. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We did get a super chat. Thank you for sending that super chat. I appreciate it. Have you looked into Fufu? I haven't, but we can look into it now. Fufu token? Is it this one, or this one? One, two, or three? One, two, or three? Call it out.
YJT99 donated $3 per super chat. Matt, have you looked into Fufu?
Like I said, I don't see it. One, two, or three? Two? So this one? Currently sitting at a $158,000 market cap. I'm not going to. Oh wait, no, sorry. Wait, yeah, $158,000 market cap. I thought it was $158 million market cap. I haven't looked into it. I don't know when this was released and how long it has been available. It looks like it's been out here for about a day. So it came out today, 14. If I look at the last year, we see how this has pushed up. And the reason why I'm not showing that is because it's at a $158,000 market cap. That's something that will absolutely pump just based on me showing it. Even if I don't say the most positive things about it, it still has people that are like, that has opportunity, because, you know, it's being shown on a video in front of 250 people or more. It could have potential to really run, you know what I mean? But it is at $2,900. I feel like it just doesn't have as much volume associated with it, and it needs more. It's on PancakeSwap. That's pretty much the only place that's available on. And if we look at the self-reported circulating supply, you have 164 million, with the total supply being 1 billion. So you have only 16% of the supply that's out there, showing that it does have even more dilution to it. So I'm going to pass on showing any more there. I mean, it is up 78% in the last day, but I just can't show that. What I could do, I mean, there's 2,300 holders within it. 2,300 holders. I want to go to the sniff score just to see what their sniff score is looking like without pulling it up on the screen. Let's see, refreshing. It's taking its time. Let it build the score. I mean, it does have an 80%. Oh, God damn it. Give me a second. There we go. Yeah, it does have an 80%, sniff score, or 80 out of 100, which honestly is not bad. But all holders don't hold less than 5%. So that would be the thing. Let's check. Let me check the holders. You're looking at 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 4 large holders. 33%, 21%, 12%, and 7%. Yeah, and they're all open wallets. They're not contract addresses or anything. Like, they're open. So I would probably say no. I haven't checked it out, and I probably wouldn't make any type of move within it. Let's see. Let me bring up my screen, and then also I need to change my camera to the Sony camera because the other camera died. Well, it didn't die, but it just overheated because this heat tends to get super hot and just makes it blazing down here. But it's still freezing for me because the window over here is just bringing in so much cold air. It's not open or anything. It's just maybe it's not insulated enough around the window. Next year is going to be a good year for crypto. I absolutely agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. Will be a great year for crypto. We have 251 people that are here. If you guys can hit that like button, get me up to 200 likes, I would greatly appreciate it. Let's see what people say. So let's end the poll. So apparently, 67 people, 67% out of 230 votes that you have there, which more people voted on the poll than they did actually hitting the like button. So it goes to show some stuff. But yeah, do you think Bonk will break $1 billion? And 67% of people say that it will, but you still have a large portion of people that say no, 33% that say no. All right. So let's get into some other things. Let's see what Grock is doing because I'm still heavily invested into that. I was gonna say Grock is consistently moving. It did break this level here, so that's fantastic. And now is at a level of 1.3, 1.32. Did go up to 1.34, almost 1.4. The concurrent viewers is at 234. It's pretty cool because they don't have Bonk. When is it the next? When is the next Lunic burn on Binance? It's the first. The 1st of January will be the next Lunic burn. I need to buy more. Nice. 234. I bought FET USD at 66 cents. Will it make profit? FET USDT. Oh, you bought what is it called? Fetch.ai. Currently at 66 cents. I think eventually, yes. But it's not 100% confirmed that we'll see majority of that movement now. I mean, if you bought it at 66 cents, you're technically buying where we are right now, up 12% on the day. Know that whenever you see things that increase a lot, you might see a little bit of a retracement. So make sure you're buying at the right moments and buying for the right reasons, right? Because if you're buying for a short-term gain, there's a high chance that you might not see that because it's up 12% already. But in the longer, the grand scheme of things, the long game, right, you might see this at a way higher level than where we are right now. $1 billion market cap, multiple $1 billion market cap. So yes, I think you will make profit, but it will happen within more of the long game rather than what you're thinking about probably is short term. Matt, um, wait, sorry. Matt, your like numbers used to show automatically a week or so ago. It stopped. You're still showing only 2 likes on my PC screen. You probably have to like refresh your screen. I see 32 likes on my screen. 32? It's at 169. So there's something going on there. But it's at 170 likes right now. Ah, man. That would have been a good dip to get in on. But now we're seeing this at a lower level. Let's see if we find any other levels to where it might bounce from. We would look at previous resistance levels as some of those supports. So you might see one of these levels to actually bounce from right here. And it looks like it's currently doing that. Just something as simple as previous resistances. And sometimes it's a fake out breakout, right? Where if it's truly seeing a lot of negativity, it's a fake out breakout where you end up, not seeing it absolutely push back up to some of the higher levels, but it looks like it might be breaking back up to a moving average, a simple moving average. But I want to see if it acts that way. We are seeing it pull back from 75 all the way down to 73. But again, that's a previous previous resistance level, which can act as a support. I'm surprised to see Bonk falling. No, you will. I mean, it ran by so much. I don't know where Bonk or how far it's falling, but we definitely need to check it out a little bit more. Which coin makes more profit today? I'm not sure. I don't know. Depends when you invest and how much you invest and if you invest on margin or not. And I saw the internet site of Grock, but nothing on the roadmap. What's the plan? The plan is to be a meme. It's not to do anything crazy. This is the thing that I think a lot of people get confused with meme coins or popular coins or whatever. It's not necessarily about creating all of these different things. The ones that fail the quickest are the ones that create too much at a lower market cap level. We don't even know what Grock really is right now. So literally, it's all about just the meme. And most people will look at a meme coin and they'll say, well, what are you going to do with it? What's the plan? What's the master plan where you're going to see, use for it? It's like, we don't need use right now. What we need is just popularity and to continue to have that popularity. And it's like what you ever see the Facebook movie where they say like, we need to monetize this right now and we need a way to make money from it. And Mark Zuckerberg is like, no, we don't even know what it is yet. So let's just let the popularity grow and then we'll start to monetize it when we figure out what it is. And that's kind of what we're dealing with Grock is it's just a meme play. It shouldn't have any type of utility to it. Not right now, at least. And then when you start to get to higher levels where it has that popularity, of course, develop some sort of utility and we figure out what it truly is. The people who made a lot of money on the bull run will be the ones who find the magic meme. True. And Bonk may be that. You never know. But if we see a little bit of a retracement, I might have to make a move into it just to talk about it. Because I don't feel right talking about it if I'm not invested into it. This guy is the master pipe dream seller. No, I'm not. I'm a person that understands popularity, and wants to see a lot of people thrive, but also wants to be realistic within that popularity, within that growth. So you're free to say what you want to an extent, and I understand where you're coming from. If I talk about how things can get to a certain level, or Bonk can be worth multiple billions of dollars, or Grock can be worth $6 billion, So it's understandable. I think Bonk will delete a 0 or 2 soon. I mean, it already deleted 1 0. Where it currently stands, it's getting closer and closer to a $1 billion market cap. And then deleting another 0 would be a $10 billion market cap. So get Bonk to 1 cent. I need to retire. I don't know if Bonk will go to 1 cent because that's a very high market cap. It would be like a $600 billion market cap at that point. 600, and that's with just the circulating supply that's there. Lunic is falling. It seems like a lot of things are decreasing a little bit. Let's check Terra Luna Classic. So Terra Luna Classic is up by 2%, and it is dropping a little bit. You know, it went up to, oh wow, it dropped a lot of bit. But it's down by, or sorry, it's up by 2.3% still, even though it has dropped a little bit. I'm not worried about this short term. The max supply is so important. I agree. The max supply is so important. Told you Bonk would crash. Yeah, anything that increases as much as it did, of course it would fall a little bit. And especially as the news breaks, as it gets closer and closer to getting listed on Coinbase, you might see it really drop and then it picks up and it explodes. So we've seen that time and time again where people buy in on the rumor, they sell what the news is, and then when things start to settle a little bit, it skyrockets. So find your low point with Bonk because you might end up seeing that low point coming very, very soon. So whatever that low point is with Bonk, whether it's like right here, or whether we see a drop down even lower than that, find that low point. That low point might be a previous resistance level, might be a previous support level. Or maybe the bear market rally is done and we crash for the denied ETFs and then up after the halving. You think the ETFs are going to be denied? ETFs are definitely getting approved, fam. I don't see it getting denied. I mean, if you're seeing it getting denied and it actually gets denied, you are the one person in the world that believes that the ETFs are getting denied. If it actually gets denied, you are the one person that's correct. But if it gets approved, you are the one person that's right? Or the one person that's wrong. My voice is starting to go out. I can feel it. It just announced new tax procedures, new tax reporting procedures for corporate balance sheets yesterday. I bought Lunic at 0.00023. What do you think? I think your long-term potential is great, but averaging down is better. The thing that I do every single time is when I have a certain level, like say if I wanted to buy Bonk here, right? Bonk is at a high level, but I want to be into Bonk. It's currently up 50%. I'm like, why would I buy at 50%? Well, the only reason that I would purchase at 50% is if I just want to be in there. Now, would I go all in and put $1,000 into it? No. Would I put $100 or $200 into it? Yes. And now it would give me the chance of ultimately averaging down as it does find a way to decrease, if it does decrease, right? And if it doesn't, I'm still in it. to win it, right? I'm still in it to see success within Bonk. It's just not going to be as much success as I wanted to see, which is still fine. Good morning, Matt and Perry fam. Good morning, good morning, good morning to everybody. And anybody that's not good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good everything. Bonk goes up 50% in a day, losing 6%, and dude's calling it a crash. Who, me? I'm calling it a crash? Or somebody else is calling it a crash? When did I call it a crash? Did I say that? If I did, then I apologize. No, the other guy. Okay. I thought it was me. Because sometimes I say things and I don't remember that I said it. Good morning, Matt, and the chat. It was a great morning for me today. Internet Computer, Jasmine, Doge, among a few others that are making money for me. Thanks for the input on a couple of these. Yeah, no problem. BlackRock has only been denied one ETF application of like 476 in its entire history. In that one, and that one that was denied was approved like 6 months later. Careful, I tried to buy some BTC ETF today, linked my MetaMask, and got cleaned out. Did you buy it at the right place? Peter, let me know what you're going through, because I need to know what's happening there. Did you link it at the right area, or did you search for it yourself, or did you pull? Where'd you get the link from? Via their website. I did it on their website. So you linked your wallet with BTC ETF, and that's what happened? Because I've heard, this is the first time hearing about this, and I've been linked with my MetaMask for months at this point. I've been in their Telegram, and scammers are creating fake sites. You've been in their Telegram, and scammers are creating fake sites. So are you sure you got it from their web, like from them? You said from their website, so you pulled up maybe the fake site. Hack came out just an hour ago. If you're going to get the breakdown or what site to use, get it from a source that you do trust. Because Telegram, even though is like they create telegrams for the chats and all that stuff, I don't ever get any links from any telegrams unless I know, I've been talking to that person for a long time and I'm dealing with that person a lot, then I pull up those links. But I never get any links from there. I will only get links from the people that I do trust. So like if I have something in my description, then you can trust that site and where that's coming from. If you find it on Telegram, that might be the problem. And you're going to see a lot of scams, especially in things that are pre-sales. Things that are popular pre-sales are going to be like, they're going to create a ton of scams. So please be careful. That's something that I will need to mention, in a video just to say, hey, be careful of any people that are impersonating anybody. So it was a Google search. So yeah, that's still not good. that means that they may be paying to be up at the top. So whatever they pay works for them because people link their MetaMask and get cleaned out. I'm thinking he got a fake link somehow. My wallet has been connected for 2 weeks and everything is fine here. Yeah, I know. I've been connected for a while too. So I don't want to. Let's understand that because there's always like some sort of unintentional FUD that could be spread because of the fact that it seems like it's their site. So we want to make sure that everything is good and make sure that where you got it from, that site that you probably like, if you search for it, it probably isn't live anymore, and they probably took a bunch of money and then tried to create another site. I'm sorry, bro. Definitely gotta invest in hardware wallet, fam. Treasure or Ledger. Luckily, most of my investments are spread across CEXs, but cost me $2,000. That's still a lot. That's still a big hit. And I'm sure you were looking to invest into BTC ETF, and then all of a sudden they're trying to scam you in a different way. I apologize for that happening. Obviously, I have no way of um, I have no way of like I'm not a part of that in any way, but still, that's still 2 racks. Like someone else said, I'm still crying. Well, yeah, I know it's gotta suck. It's gotta suck. But the point is that we can live to fight another day. Obviously, we want to be able to check things. I triple check things, and I do make mistakes sometimes, but I make sure I triple check things and quadruple check things, and I never trust anybody's link for linking my wallet. And there's a lot of times where I don't even trust, the sources where, like, say if somebody's like, hey, let's go ahead and check this out. It's somebody that I trust and know. There's still a chance where I'm going to go ahead and look around to see if there are any issues with linking your wallet in different situations before I actually link my wallet. With Shibarium, I didn't link my wallet at all until I got to a point where I created a whole nother wallet, a test wallet, to make sure that things are okay. And then I ended up linking what I can link. So yeah, I make sure I double, triple check, quadruple check everything. I tend to use X or Twitter pages for links. Yeah, that works too. Well, the problem with that though, you might end up getting a fake Twitter account where they fake followers. I mean, they do that for me, where they create a fake account and they create multiple fake accounts, and then they just block me, and then everything that I post they also post. I'm gonna get messages from Ehrlich. uh Massive downtrend on Lunic B. What's Lunic B? the site the site looked 100% legit. Oh well, crap happens. Yeah, I mean, that's what they're going to do. They're going to copy it word for word. And luckily, a lot of those sites, they don't have to put too much detail into it. Like some of them, if they end up scamming people in certain situations where it's a complicated site, you'll always notice something that's off, right? But when it's a site that's not as complicated, that has a very basic look, it's like you have this, you have this, you have a slider, you have a slider down there. It's like that's a very basic look. So they will copy the site. Um, exactly how it is, but then none of the links will actually go to the places that you believe they will go. Besides, like every link will go to linking your wallet. That's kind of a red flag as well. So the moral of the story is everybody has to be careful because there are people that are trying to scam everybody in every situation, in every type of community possible, because that's what people do. And it sucks. So we're waiting for a little bit of a pullback if we can see a pullback. It looks like we're just seeing a low point here, but it's currently at 48% up. So it's not really a major retracement. I don't remember my MetaMask password, and I don't want to reset my account because I don't know what's in my MetaMask. What? You don't know your MetaMask password, and I don't want to reset my account because I don't know what's in my MetaMask. Well, I mean, are you afraid that like a ghost is gonna pop out of your MetaMask or something? I don't know what you're what you're afraid of. You don't want to open it. Is it like the situation where you know that you have an extensive like credit card bill or something, so you don't want to open the mail and know that there's a ridiculous balance in there, or that someone took all your money, or that you just want it to grow whatever it's going to grow to. I'm not 100% following. I've added wallets. I've added Wallet Guard and Pocket Universe to help filter sites. Pocket Universe has a $2,000 insurance in the event something happens. I think that's a great business. Obviously, you would have to pay for it monthly, right? And there may be a chance where nothing ever happens, but then you still have to go through the claim and everything there. That's honestly not a bad business to insure money like that. If you have a few $1,000,000, that's a gold mine like insurance plan. You're insuring the crypto wallets up to $2,000. You make these mistakes and you can be insured, as these sites are basically telling you like these have a history of being scams or something like that. That's pretty cool. That's a gold mine, honestly. My man wanted to go long, and wait, all he got out, all he got out of me was a short squeeze. What are you talking about? Ledger messed up. I can't get into my account, and it wants me to erase my account because I don't remember my password. Oh, um, so you can't get into your MetaMask at all. So like, oh, well, can't you link it somewhere else so that you'll always have access to it and then try and reset some things and figure some things out? I mean, you should always have that cryptocurrency within the wallet. You can't close the wallet. So you will always have that cryptocurrency within there. It's just you will have to be able to figure out what the password is. Short squeezes are good for the long term, or for long, fam. Well, yeah, short squeezes are good for going long. Yes. I'm just not understanding the concept here. Are we talking about cryptocurrency? Are we talking about stocks, or what? Let's see. We have Bitcoin that's sitting at, let's actually check out the market because things have been coming down lately. So they've been dropping a little bit lately. Let's go ahead and check this out. Um, Bitcoin is down about 2.6% in the last hour. You're seeing Ethereum down about 2% in the last hour. you're seeing BNB that's down 1% in the last hour. XRP down 0.5, Solana down 1%. That's crazy to see that movement and how where that was and how far that's come down. When bears think they're wrong, the market starts dumping for Friday. Perfect. Yeah. If you have lost your MetaMask password, you can reset it by using your secret recovery phrase. Oh yeah, if you have access to it right now and you don't remember the password, it will eventually like log you out, right? I mean, it logs me out on my desktop all the time, and I have to put in my password. So you can get the phrase. As you get the phrase, that should give you access to a different place. But you should be able to reset it. Dish the next GameStop. Is that true? I still have money in AMC, and AMC is not really performing well, nor does it look like Adam Aaron is supporting AMC at all. Um, I mean, he's supporting the business, but he doesn't care about the investors. It seems like because there's just so much dilution that's going into it, and so much selling of more shares, and it's just diluting my position as I'm holding it, and it sucks. All crypto drops in the AM in this country. The other side of the world is selling and buying while we sleep, and vice versa. Yeah, so when we start waking up and we see movement, there's always movement. I tend to like when the crypto is really running, I'll stay awake from like 12 o'clock to like 3 a.m. and then go to sleep at that time. And if it's a day where I have to be awake most of the day, I usually can find a way to function. But um, luckily, I don't drive anywhere because this is my job. All crypto drops in the AM. And wait, I read that. I read Tuesdays and Thursdays are the most active for crypto traders. Interesting take. Never read that. 4 a.m. Is going down. Usually by 5 a.m. I would say. Typically by 5 a.m. There's times where it's 4 a.m. There's times where it's 3 a.m. But typically around like between 12, let's just give that range of 12 and 5 is where you see a lot of the activity, a lot of the movement within a cryptocurrency. Time is relative. That's what Einstein said. Yes, I'm up at 3 every day. Yeah, I'm up at like 4:30 every day usually, but if I see that the crypto market is running throughout the night, like a little bit, then I'll probably stay up and see what's going to happen. If I see the cryptocurrency market is falling throughout the night, like I did the other night, I think we had like 700 people that were watching as the cryptocurrency market was kind of crashing a little bit. Um, but yeah, as it's falling through the night, I will make a live stream or increasing through the night. I will make a live stream and probably stream through the night if that's the case. So if you ever see the cryptocurrency market running, know that I'm probably live. Hey man, I see Beam is ranked 61 on CoinMarketCap, but curious to know your opinion on it. Is it a good buy? I've been looking at Beam a little bit. I can't say that I necessarily have been, you know, staring it down, but I have been seeing it here and there as I see things that are top gainers because today it is up 6%. It's up to a $1.3 billion market cap with $178 million worth of volume, about 15% volume to market cap ratio. You are seeing most of the supply that is introduced seeing 47 billion coins of the circulating supply that's there. Total supply is 62 billion. So again, you're really looking at majority of that supply that's out there. It has increased to a level of about 2.7 cents, or if we look at market cap, it was $1.2 billion market cap. Definitely has a lot more potential to grow. I know this is something that you're not really going to see. You're not really going to see any type of history from. So you really just have to go off of what the rises are, what the pullback is. We haven't really seen any type of pullback. I saw this at a level of a 300, $400 million market cap, and it's really done nothing but increase since then. And I know a lot of people are happy about where this is going. I believe it could be a big mover as well. Now it's on Binance. It has 38 different pairings that you can end up purchasing it on. XC.com, MEXC, all these different places, BingX, Bitmart, OpenOcean, and all of that. But it is a gaming crypto, if I'm not mistaken, right? So Beam as a token serves as the narrative crypto asset for Beam Network, a gaming network empowered by the Merit Circle DAO. Beam is an ecosystem where gamers and developers come together to shape the future of gaming industry or of the gaming industry. One of its core components is the Beam SDK, which is a flexible software development kit that enables game developers to choose between a variety of tools that can be used to fuel and structure their in-game blockchain elements. To interact with Beam, Beam is required. To hold Beam, I guess, is required. This is a native crypto asset used within the Beam network to pay for transactions. This is not this. Wait, this not only okay. This not only includes transfers of assets, but also involves all interactions with smart contracts on the Beam network, facilitating a seamless, immersive gaming experience. So it's a gaming cryptocurrency that I don't have access to buying. And like I said, I mean, I guess I do. I could buy it on PancakeSwap, which would be cheap if I wanted to. And it's done nothing but increase. So if I wanted to, I can technically go ahead and buy this on PancakeSwap and buy maybe like $100 worth or $200 worth and see what that can be. But I really don't want to purchase any more cryptocurrency. I have notifications on for you, but I never get a notification. I don't understand that. YouTube is weird. We do have 35 people that are over on Rumble. If you guys want to watch on Rumble, click that link that's in the description for Rumble, and you can go over there and follow me over there. Guys, I would love to get to 1,000 followers on Rumble. So if you're not following me on that platform and you're on YouTube, feel free to follow me. You know, it does help out with the growth and just, keeping my presence, I guess, relevant on certain platforms. So I would appreciate if you guys would go and follow me on Rumble. I think we're currently sitting at, let me get over here. I think we're currently sitting at 540. We're sitting at 545 followers, and we post all the videos. We are live over here, and I think you will get notifications as I do post over there. We have 500 people that follow me over on that platform. I would love to get to 1,000 followers. What's the Rumble link? Here's the Rumble link. I put it in the chat. If you guys want to go and follow me on Rumble, I would greatly appreciate it. So Sol is starting to pick up. So where did this bounce off of? Did it bounce off of where I said it was going to bounce? It actually has decreased a little bit more. Let me go ahead and put 5 days. No, so where I said it was going to make that move, I think was somewhere around like here. It said it looked like it was going to bounce. It didn't bounce, and I didn't play that bounce. It could have made a move somewhere around this point, which it seems like that's exactly what we did. see is somewhere around this previous support level or resistance level is used as a support level to kind of pick it back up, and now is around the $73 mark again from $70. But yeah, if I wanted to buy Beam, I could technically go and buy Beam on MetaMask right now. It's currently sitting at a $1.1 billion market cap. Fully diluted market cap is $1.5 billion. Nice reversal on the 1 day. Yeah. Can you review gaining a lot of attention? Is it? I'll have to give me a couple of seconds. BTC is just taking a bit of a drop. Yeah, it looks like it dropped by like 1 or 2%. All right, so I got to get this out of here. I feel like I have too many things that are showing in my wallet that I don't have balances for. I wish I had a way of taking those out of there. Can I right click? No. Hide. So I can hide some of those balances that are zero balances. Let's hide Doge because I don't have any Doge in that wallet. I keep asking in case you're seeing it. Let me quickly check to see what the market cap is of that position. So what is it? Ben QI. So this position is currently sitting at a $127 million market cap with $85 million worth of volume. That's not bad at all. It's up 15% on the day. So I probably wouldn't be making an investment unless I saw this grow a hell of a lot more and I researched it heavily. Right now, I'm not really doing that. I'm just going into maybe a little bit of detail, but it's good to see a $127 million market cap and then $85 million worth of volume showing a 67% volume to market cap ratio. This must have a decent amount of exchanges. Yes, it has two S-tier exchanges. Tier 1 exchange. It's also available on Gate.io, Crypto.com, 47 other platforms. Not bad at all. It does have 58% of the supply that's out there, so it's over the 50% threshold, meaning that you're looking at a $217 million market cap as a high, meaning you could definitely see this grow a lot further than where it is. But if we look at the history and where this has been, right, if we look at like the last year, we can see that this is the highest point that it has been in the last year. If we look at all history, we've definitely seen this a lot higher of like 28 cents, but I would imagine you had a less supply that was out there. So it was at an $87 million market cap. Now this is the highest market cap that it's ever been, showing that it can break through there. And we're not even in the bull market yet. So honestly, it shows a lot of potential for where it can go, and looks really, really good. So if I was to create a portfolio of lower end positions on Coinbase, this would probably be one of those positions where I would be confident it would blow up. I lost money on Ben QI on Monday, and now it's up 15% on the day. And it's basically 0% gain from this point. beginning of everything to where it is now. It's a 0% gain. But if you look at over the last year, it's up 297%. So now you do still have dilution potential, but you're only looking at 7 billion coins out of it. So could you see multiple millions of dollars worth of a market cap, maybe even $1 billion market cap? It's a possible chance. I'm not going to say that 100% is, but Matt, your job is driver, not YouTube. I don't know what you're talking about. Like I am a driver? Like I drive a limo or something? Or I drive for Uber? Not a bad way to make money. Ugh. Did anyone make the 14,000% return on Bonk? I mean, I didn't. I didn't even invest into it yet. I don't even think that was a sentence. I don't think I've invested into it yet. But yeah, this doesn't look bad at all. This probably can be on my watch list as a good player, right? Something that you could throw like a couple $100 into and probably see large benefits in the future. So one of those plays that may be like kind of a diamond in the rough at $120 million market cap with $80 million worth of volume. So might be a decent play. I think I might have this on my list actually. Come to think about it. I think somebody might have brought this to my attention a while ago because I have a list of different positions that I wanted to kind of go through. And I think this might be on my list. It is. It's at the top of the list. Ah, that's funny. So someone must have mentioned it before. I got bonked with a long. When do you think Jasmy will start pumping more? Seems like it's behind compared to other crypto pumps. I wouldn't necessarily say that. I think Jasmy coin has pushed quite a bit from a level of 35. It doubled in price. I don't think it's behind at all. I think other things have doubled as well. You look at even something like ADA. ADA was at a low price of what, like 30 cents? It's currently at 60 cents. So that's like double in price. Jasmy coin was at less than 30% of a penny. It was at like 29% of a penny. And it increased to where it's at, which is like 63% of a penny. So while it is behind like Solana, it is behind Bonk, it is behind all of those. I wouldn't classify those or put those in the same like category there. But Jasmy has definitely made a move from where we were. A month ago, it's up 23%. We look at the last year. I don't want to look at the last year. I want to look at 3 months because right here, where it was at this 30% of a penny mark, and now it's at 64, it has increased just as much as a lot of other positions. And Jasmy coin will find a way to increase and break some of these levels of 70 or 80% of a penny and get up to a 1 cent level. I mean, it has 60,000 holders, maybe even more than that now. I haven't actually checked it. But 58,000 holders. It has 58,000 holders. And that shows that it does have, a lot of popularity. Is it the level of holders that like Pepe or Shiba Inu has? No, but it's also not a Pepe or Shiba Inu. It's a little bit more than that, where it doesn't just flow off of hype and push off of, what this position is or what the popularity is, right? It pushes more off of that, but also utility and scarcity, apparently, where you have the lockup. You should look at RNDR, Matt. It's one of my top picks for 2024. I do like RNDR. I do like Render. I've looked at it a couple of times. I actually made a video for it on my other channel, and I talked about its potential. I never ended up investing into it, and I don't know why. I don't know why I never invested into it. It was at a level of like $2 when I reviewed it, I think it was. Let me actually go back here and find my channel really quick. And we'll see. Let's go to my other channel, Matthew Perry 2 channel, and we'll search for it because I believe it was one of more. It's not a super recent video, but I've made it a little bit ago. So let's see. I thought I made a separate video just for it, but I think, yeah, there we go. This was it right here. Will render make you a millionaire with that token. Let me go ahead and pause it, but you're going to see it was at $2.55. So at that level, it did end up decreasing down. You could see how it did drop. And that was a good thing because you had a buying opportunity and you could have seen that increase up to a $4.85 level. Now, this could also, it's worth $1.8 billion and could be worth a hell of a lot more than what it is right now. It has 371 million coins in circulating supply and 530 million total. It is an Ethereum based? Is it Ethereum based? Ethereum based coin, but it's available on Polygon, Solana. You can purchase it there. You can also purchase it on Coinbase, Binance, KuCoin, Kraken, everything, every place that you want to hold it. I believe I do hold some RNDR over on Kraken. I'm pretty sure. It wasn't at a low price when I bought into it, but let's look at RNDR. I don't hold any. Maybe I should make a move into at least one or two. I thought I did. I thought I invested into there, but I think I didn't because I ended up putting it into the Ripple. Because when I take profit out of some of them, when I go home, if I take profit out of some, I throw it into some other plays that I truly believe will be a bigger player. So you bought in at $1.86. Yeah, it was a good play. Are you bullish on farm? Yes, I'm bullish on farm. I still have 70 farm. Fetch. I'm invested in Fetch as well. I think I have how much do I have in Fetch.ai? $20? Something like that. Maybe not. $16 in Fetch.ai. Not crazy, but not crazy at all. But I expect Fetch to be worth quite a bit. Thoughts on Robinhood? Like a position, a crypto position, or the exchange? Oh wow, so Solana is really picking back up. I should have taken that. I should have taken that. But who really knows if this will stair step on the way down? Because right now you're approaching. This is where you get a little concerned because you may look at it right now and you're like, oh, it's on the way up. Let me get into this while this goes back up here, and I'll make so much money out of it. But what you neglect to realize is the fact that previous levels of resistance are exactly where this is at. So that's where you're seeing kind of a level of resistance and how it is pulling back, and you might see it stair step on the way down, giving yourself potentially an eventual loss. However, if it finds a way to break through it, then you win. You win the day. But there's always a chance with how it was decreasing that you could see it stair step on the way down after a larger increase. And that's kind of what we're seeing right now with this red candle here. There's always a chance it could pick up, but that's what we're seeing right now with this red candle. Just to give you a little lesson in like some day trading. Because while it does look enticing, it doesn't mean that it will go the way that you want it to go just because you're hoping that it'll go that way. And that's where it will go against you. I mean, you could play the downside to this, but I don't want to bet against Solana. Because if I play the downside right now, I could potentially lose, let's say, $20. And if it does completely reverse, then I could, make money on the way down here if I decided to get into it now as it's pulling down. because it's pulling back. How far though? How far would it drop to? It wouldn't drop to that far, would it? It looks like it would and could drop back down to like right here, which would be a good point. Why does that say 70? Okay. We're going to see this play out here. It's probably not going to play out well, which is already, let me set myself a stop loss of just because right now it's already at that loss. Let me set a stop loss of 10%, which would be $30. Oh, wow, it's already there.
Corey Tweedy donated $4.99 through Super Chat.
Stop loss of 10%.
Marika donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Let's go.
Give me a second. Let me see. I want to gain. I got to check what this price is. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. I hope I don't. 72. $72, which would be a 99% gain. Let's see if that happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. If it does happen, then that'll be great. If I lose 30%, I lose 30%. But I would love to be able to, or I lose 10%, not 30%. Drop down, but I'm betting against Solana here after I just betted with it on the way up. Thank you for this. Wait, who sent it? I don't know. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that a lot. Also, Corey, thank you for that super chat as well. 2 super chats in a row. I appreciate it. I really do. Let's see if we could see that. I might end up just bouncing right here. Actually, it looks like that level of support right there is pretty strong. But the crazy thing is, that's not really that far of a drop. Oh, I'm about to get stopped out. I'm about to get stopped out. I got stopped out. Ah, that was up $30. That's where it sucks, right? If you have a very small margin, a small window, it sucks, man. Because I was up $34, but then I didn't move my stop loss fast enough. Either way, it's still fine. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, definitely everybody hit the like button. We got 167 likes and we got 150 people that are here. I appreciate you guys for being here, taking the time to be here. But looks like that's where it sucks, because if you have a really small margin, why is it not working? If you have a really small margin, then as it's coming back, you know it will have a chance to come back, but you will see positives, you will see gainers, you will see losers, and it probably will find a way to decrease back down to this point. And I will mark it, and then it'll show you like what you have the potential to gain there, because I could have gained 99% of what I had there, which would have been another $300. But always make sure that you set yourself with a stop loss, because the point is that if you don't set yourself with a stop loss, what's going to happen is you end up losing a lot out of the deal. You end up getting fully liquidated. And if you get fully liquidated, then you lose everything that you own. Give yourself another chance. The audio went out. Give yourself another chance to make money throughout the day. So today I'm up $62 after making $100 earlier, but then just losing $30 plus the fees, which made it $40 or $38. Your audio is in and out. My audio's in and out. Is it working? Is it working now? Testing, 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 testing. Why would my audio be in and out? You're skipping like a scratch CD. Am I good now or am I not good? Working just fine here. Can't hear you very good. Audio is good. Sounds good to me. All good. I can hear you good. Okay, everybody is saying that they can hear me good besides the one person. Equilibrium. Is there something on with your audio on your end? Remove MetaMask from your Google Chrome. Why? World Star promo Crypto King. Yeah, it's skipping a sound. I hope it doesn't. By the way, I appreciate the 2 super chats that I got here today. So yeah, look at this. Starting to come back, and this is exactly what will happen, right? Where you end up, if you have a small margin or a small window, so depending on what it is, if you feel like it's a larger window, I think you need to understand that maybe you'll take 50% or 27% or sorry, 27x margin so that you have a larger window of losing like 10% if you wanted to lose 10%. But then you also have that large window of being able to gain something because as it does slide, it can continue to slide and you'll end up I guess the strong point here and the level of resistance or level of support was this moving average, which I didn't factor into it, which is like a 5 moving average. That's a very small move. That's not a 15 moving average. It's like a 5 or 10, I believe. The blue one. Let me see. Let me edit it. The length is 25. It's a 25 moving average. I guess over that short period of time, it doesn't look like a 25 moving average. But it looks like that's where the bounce is off of the 25 moving average. But it could break through that level. And if it does break through that level, you can have a decent gain, but that's the only thing you would want to see. But we'll figure that out in another time. Right now, I mean, again, we're up, $62 on the day, and I'm happy about that. Reminds me of Forex trading. Really? Damn, I hope Jasmine will go back down to 40% of a penny to 45% of a penny level so I can buy some. Yeah, I don't know if it will. I can't bank on that, nor do I want that to happen. I want Jasmine coin to run. I want it to go to 1 cent. I want it to go to 5 cents. I want it to go to 12 cents, a dollar, all of those levels. And I can't wait for those things to happen because I want to make so much from these plays and be able to, just set my family up with having to not worry about, like, to limit my expenses. I want to limit all of the expenses that I have to a very, very small amount. And then we can worry about whatever subscriptions that we have and those there. Because I don't want Erica's loan payments, my loan payments. I don't want our car payments. I don't want our mortgage payment. I could technically just get rid of all those and just buy, like, I can buy junker beater cars, which honestly, beater cars right now will cost you like $5,000 because that's how the car market really is. That's all I care about. I don't care about being the wealthiest person in the world. I'm not that type of person. What I care about is being able to live as comfortable as I possibly can, and not be, not be held down by whatever expenses I do have. Like, I want to be able to say, look, all these expenses are paid off. I have no interest that I'm paying. You know how much you pay on a mortgage interest because of the fact that you're paying it off in a longer term? You're paying like basically 75% of the home cost in your interest. Like, it's insane. So you're paying for a $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 house, right? And then you're paying $200,000, $300,000, or $400,000 in interest, depending on what the if you're getting a mortgage now, you're paying a ridiculous amount in interest. Like, I want to bring up a mortgage loan calculator, and I don't want to know I want to know how much you're going to pay in total interest. Right now, it's a 7 point, and I guess the mortgage loan calculator with the way that they're looking at it is a 7.5% interest rate on a 30-year fixed mortgage. Let's say on a $240,000 house, you would have a monthly payment, and that's not including your taxes for your area. You're paying $1,694 monthly for that. That's insane. Like, I want to see the total interest that you'll pay. And most people, there's a lot of people that are not putting down the 20%. You want to put down 20%, but there's a lot of people that are just putting down 5%, or whatever the minimum they can put down. But let's say you had let's change that. I don't know how much you'll get a standard house for. Let's say it's a $300,000 house right now. I haven't checked the market. And 5% on that, your monthly payment would be $2,217 with a 7.3% interest rate. And that's not including, or sorry, that is including property taxes, what the estimated property taxes would be. And honestly, those property taxes are insanely low for where I am. My property taxes are not $198 is what they're showing. That's also not my zip code. $198. Yeah, that's insane. It would be way more than that. I do want to see what the total amount you would end up having to pay in interest. Amortization. There we go. Full amortization schedule. So get this. The total loan amount, right, would be $385,000 because you would end up paying $15,000 in interest or $15,000 for down payment. So the total interest that you will pay off of a $300,000 home with a 7.3% interest rate is going to be $419,000. $419,000 to pay off $285,000 worth of a loan. You're paying more, 115% interest on the entire loan. That is insane. Total cost $704,000 to pay off that loan in 30 years. Is that not crazy? If you decided to do 15 years, it would lower it substantially to where you would only pay $184,000 in interest. So total would be $469,000, but you would also have a monthly payment of $2,873, which honestly isn't that bad compared to what it was before. But then you would also have to factor in property taxes, which they only factor in $200 a month. Keep in mind, my property taxes are $600 a month. So it's like, well, $700 actually. So it's way off. But either way, I would take the 15-year mortgage over anything. But I typically pay more to my down payment anyways, so, or to my overall amount anyways. Margex prices are often different in perpetual contracts, even spot prices. I just figure with Solana, as I was setting my stop and target, yeah, you can't use any other site. Just understand that every site. So like if you go over to Solana, they're always going to have different prices. If you go over to Solana and you go to the different markets, the reason why they have different markets here, you're going to see different prices. Usually they fall around the same amount, but you look at KuCoin, it's 1764, which is way higher than where it is right now. You look at Coinbase and it's close. I said 71.33, which is way closer to here. But you're going to see other ones that are way off, that are 70, right? $70.73. It doesn't keep up, and it's based on the euro. But then you have other ones that's $71.08. You have $75 for BitThumb, right? So like you have different ones that are different prices. So yes, they're gonna be off 100%. So you have to factor in where you think the price will go. It's like somebody talked to me. They said, oh, it's about the fact that Margex is like in the future. The future, it's showing you the future price. No, it's not showing you the future price. It's showing you what they are trading at on their platform, what their bids and asks are on their platform. It's based on various platforms, and then a coin market cap all comes together as a consolidation to look at the most volume and what it's trading for, and then they will basically tell you what the price is. So yes, you will always have a difference for, and I've noticed that right from the start, where I was trying to compare what I saw on CoinMarketCap to what I had on Margex to try and get a little bit better of a comparison over there and how it's moving, a full breakdown or something. And I was like, I can't use that. I have to use just this platform. And I ended up getting into a negative like spell while I was trying to use both. So don't do that. Only use Margex. If you guys are interested in trading with Margex, feel free to trade with Margex. The link to that is in the chat. It's pinned to the chat. And you can start trading with Margex today. Again, I made $62 today. I could have had 100. I could have actually had 130, or technically 110, because the fee was like $9 because I traded 13,000 USD. So it was $9 to buy and sell. So I had a $30, $34 gain. So it would have been a $14 gain if I would have taken that profit at that level. Even though I saw it, I was like, it's resisting from this support level. And I still ended up not selling it because I wanted to see it break through that support level. That might have been my mistake. But either way, I would have been down at a lower price point if I could have even sold down here if I would have had a larger margin. If I would have been able to give myself a margin to where 10% would be up at this point, that's where you set your leverage to where you can see that margin of a 10% loss at this level, so that it never comes back up to that point and finds a way to show you exactly where that low point is. You know what I mean? I just need enough to pay off my mom's crib, pay off my debt, and reinvest, and I'll be straight. I hear you. That's a good plan. I always want to have I want to have certain things to where I know that I'll be able to capture from. Like I could take the $8,000 that I have in my dividend portfolio and throw it in cryptocurrency, and then eventually throw that $8,000 plus a lot more back into my dividend portfolio. But I want to build up that dividend portfolio slowly but surely, make those moves, never touch it, leave it there. And then everything else I'm able to profit from. I can take a certain portion, throw it into my dividend portfolio, and then eventually be able to gain just passive income from that. And, be like, have that heavily impact, what my overall revenue is. So if it's like $2,000 that I gain from my dividend portfolio, that'd be fantastic. If it can go back into my dividend portfolio, it will. But I would like to be able to pay off absolutely everything when it comes to loans and stuff, because I don't want to pay any more interest than I have to. Yeah, that's so hard. I will have to use what is on TradingView due to charting. I mean, you can chart easily on MargX. I can easily chart on MargX. You can get Fibonacci retracements. You can chart what the lines are. The only thing I would like to see, and maybe I can talk to them about it, maybe they can add it, is like hotkeys, which I don't know if they do have them. I haven't seen any, but I would love hotkeys to be able to actively trade and just like, because what I do on what I used to do on Weeble is I would have a hotkey to buy a certain amount, or sell a certain amount, or sell all my position, right? That's kind of the way that I work. I would love to have hotkeys. My friends told me that you collaborated with Satoshi back in 2006, and that you vacation with him annually. Why have you not shared this with any viewers? I vacationed with who? I never vacationed anywhere. When I was in 2006, in 2006, I was still in school. I'm only 32, man. In 2006, I graduated from high school in like 2011. So I was still in high school. Or no, I was in middle school at that point. What are we talking about here? I'm invested in Terra Luna when the price was very high. If I if I vacationed with a grown adult, and I was in high school, or I was in middle school and I was like 14, that makes no sense. Oh, sometimes I just need to stretch. Matt's secretly an elite. I would have to be secretly 50 years old as well. Well, on TradingView, I keep all my charting, and then access anytime for everything using separate platforms. It will be a mess. I was trying to use Margex. I understand there's a way that you could probably do the same thing, but it will never be the same. I can tell you that I've had issues with not being able to have the same level of uh, trading and hotkeys and all the things that I use for Webull when I day trade stocks. And that's the reason why I struggle with day trading crypto, is because I can never get everything to remain static and to stay the same, and always have, a 200 EMA, a 15 moving average or something like that. I never really have that. So this is the closest thing that I can get to that, because Coinbase One, the fees are ridiculous. Even if you have Coinbase One, the fees are ridiculous. Margex has just better fees if you are actively trading. Even if you're using $10,000, it's going to be like a $10 fee versus a $50 fee. You could be a lizard person. You never know. 14, money was the last thing on my mind. I was chasing girls, not money. I hear you. I hear you. I was actually chasing, not at 14. I was saying I was chasing money at, when did I start working? 16? 16 is when I started working. And I was definitely chasing money at that point, because I never knew that that could, like, I can make that much money, because I grew up in a poor household where my parents really didn't make a lot of money, and when they did, they didn't spend it the right way. So I basically said, look, I'm gonna spend my money the right way, and what I immediately do, I bought a bunch of dumb stuff, which I could have been investing at that time, but I didn't know about it. I didn't know about investing. I didn't know anything about it because I grew up in a different situation, a different type of household. Sorry, give me a second. All right, so 177 people here. We're almost at 300 likes. Thank you guys for watching, and we have 22 people over on Rumble. Thank you for watching as well. Did you get into BTC ETF token? I only put 400, and it looks like a long play, 4+ years. Yeah, I have BTC ETF. Yes. I'm actually going to be making a video about them soon. Ladies has considerably been moving up. I did hear about that. I haven't checked it out. No live chat. Yes, we have a live chat. What's up with Zelda Inu? You talked about it forever ago. So Zelda 2.0, I don't know exactly what they're doing. Yeah, I talked about it a while ago, and I have no idea what they're doing. I really don't. I know that they did a great job with marketing and all that stuff. It's just horrible timing for like everything. It seems like, they want to have the best timing and they want to see things that are flourishing, which I think right now would have been a good time, or a while ago would have been a good time to be a part of that and have something out there. But I don't know if they will ever launch. I guess they're supposed to launch on the ETH side, and I don't know if they will ever do that. So, yeah, that's all I got for that. I still have 670,000, which at one point was worth like $8,000, and now it's not worth that. But yeah, that's why like I stopped really doing partnerships. I mean, I have a partnership here with Lucky's Leprechaun, which I want to see them flourish. I want to see them grow. I want to see them succeed. Um, in every step of the way. But I stopped doing a lot of partnerships in a way and started to just do sponsored reviews and stuff like that to go through all the negatives and positives of things, because transparency, it can be there, but the market will only dictate how long the project will survive for, and whatever they decide to do will tell us if the projects can grow or be relevant again or anything like that. And it honestly is disappointing because I have 670,000. Newspaper today are lucky have the something. I can't see anything with this damn thing that's over here. I can't see any of the words. Anytime you put something in the chat, it has to be like the second thing on the list. Have you tried MEXC trading platform? Have I tried it? No, but I also can't try it because it's not available in the US. I would have to get a VPN, which I don't want to do. And even if, I think you would still have to verify your identity. Where have I seen you before? Where have you seen me before? I don't know where you've seen me before. YouTube? Just asking as an ex-paperboy from 1970 in the UK. Do kids still deliver newspapers? I think yes. I delivered papers when I was 14 or 13. I think it was 13 to like 14 is where you can like start doing that. I think. But now like nobody really gets papers. There are some people that get some newspapers, but most things are happening online. Um, but yeah, when I was younger, I got a paper route and ended up getting that job, and I did a horrible job. I thought that I was going to suck at work forever because I delivered completely to the wrong like blocks and neighborhoods. I don't know what I was doing. Like I thought for some reason and it might have been the person that was training me, like their thought, they were like, here's your paper route list, and they were like, just deliver to every house on the block. And I took it as deliver to every house on the block, not take these papers and deliver to the houses on the list that are on that block. Like I took it as a different way of looking at it. Remember, I was only like 13. I still should have known what the heck I was doing. But I didn't ask any questions. I thought it was stupid to ask questions. And if you ask questions that it would be frowned upon. But I should have probably asked the question like, hey, do I deliver to the house or do I deliver to the block itself? So I literally got through the block, got through like maybe one block, and I got through another block, and I didn't have any papers left. And I was like, there's still, I guess that's it. So I did that for like 2 days straight with different paper routes because people would get different papers, different types of papers or whatever, Sunday papers, whether they wouldn't or they would. And I just delivered to the wrong houses. People were getting papers and they were like, they were happy about it. And then people were also complaining like, look, I didn't get my paper. And yeah, I did a horrible job. So that's my first job ever. My second job, I did a much better job. However, I did tell this story at my best friend's wedding, where when I first started at Chef Allen's American Bistro, which is no longer a thing anymore. When I first started, I started as a dishwasher.
Isaac Leeds donated $5 through Super Chat. Matt, do we know who the current devs of Luna are? Also, is Edward Kim still part of that? I think you spoke with him some time ago. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, I spoke with him a while ago. I don't think he is a part of it. I think he took a break and removed himself from the situation. But who the current like devs are, honestly, I don't know the names of them. I can't say that I do know who they are, but we can go ahead and look that up and spend some time digging. If somebody else knows exactly who they are, I would appreciate if you said it, but I don't know. Just to be completely honest. I know that we're paying somebody, right? But I really don't know who they are. So that's a good question. I probably should know that. But I know that Edward Kim was, I don't know what he's doing right now, but I know he like removed himself from the situation, and I believe he's still there at heart and in spirit, but not like there as in like being paid to do stuff. But anyways, the story that I was going to tell was basically I started as a dishwasher. I'll do a short version. I started as a dishwasher, and I ended up washing the dishes. And when I washed the dishes, my brother was working there, and he left me out to dry. Didn't explain anything that I needed to do. All he said was, you have to wash the dishes, then you dry them, and you put them up front whenever they call for them. They never called for them. And then they eventually called for them, and they were like, we need dishes up here. We need so many dishes. We need pans to cook with, everything. Why is nothing coming up? And I was like, my brother said you guys would call if you needed dishes. So I have all these dishes back here just sitting there. So then I started bringing them up, and my genius brain of mine at that time, I was 16 when I started, my genius brain thought maybe I should carry every single dish that I can carry. It sounds like a great idea, right? Of course, it wasn't. I decided to adopt the method of like never leaving a grocery bag behind. You know how you like you bring groceries in from the house and you have them all on your arms and everywhere, and you don't want to leave a single bag behind. You don't want to take a second trip. That's basically what I did, where I stacked them all up. I had the small plates to the big plates to the small plates, carry them out, ended up slipping, falling. All the dishes came crashing down. It broke. I got glass in my hand. And yeah, it was just funny. I never fell again, but I didn't know that there was a dip to the floor going from the dishwasher station to the cooking area to the front area. I didn't know, but there was a dip in the floor. I tripped over it. All the dishes came crashing down. And yeah, eventually my brother heard that as he was downstairs with the downstairs dishwasher, came upstairs, and he was like, what's going on here? And he quickly went to go put all the dishes out. I was like, why you just leave me like high and dry like that? I didn't know what I was doing. But luckily they gave me another chance. Ended up moving up to line cook and then sous chef for multiple years. So I appreciate them giving me a second chance because it's definitely something that I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get fired. Edward Kim left the team and concentrated on AL coding. Okay, yeah, or AI coding. But you threw away the dishes and washed the leftover food. What? I threw away the dishes and washed the leftover. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I didn't know what to do, so I just threw away the dishes and washed the chicken, and it was just like, here you go, here you can reserve that. Like what? No, that's funny though. Washed dishes at 16 and made $2.10 an hour. Ran 2 miles back home. I'm retired now, but I had 7 jobs during my working life. Yeah, I mean, I worked as a dishwasher. I worked as a pizza cook. Then I was a line cook. Then I was a sous chef um, for a long period of time, and then I worked as accounts accounts receivable, accounts payable, a billing clerk, a junior accountant, a senior accountant, and a senior financial analyst. So I had 7 different jobs in my career so far, and now I don't consider this a job. I consider this like my career. So this is like my 8th job, which is head of a media company. Let's call it that. So you're a chef, yes. Oh, 7 different jobs. Yeah, I had all the different jobs within the careers. So you had 7 different careers or 7 different career paths. Oh yeah, I also delivered newspapers to the wrong houses. So that's another job. But that's not like a career. You can't really go further in that, honestly. But yeah, that's 8 or 9 different jobs. Um, do you still wash dishes? My kitchen is a mess. I can pay you $3.27 an hour. No, I need $3.27 in crypto. I need you to pay me a currency that's going to appreciate because that's what I care about. Grock is moving, is it? Is it moving more? Check it out. Let's check it out. Check it out. Hopefully it's jumping a lot further than that. I mean, it's up 18%, but you missed the boat on it moving 30% because it was all the way up to 1.4 cents. I had a few jobs until I started my own business. My son works with me every day. Love it. That sounds great. I want to be able to have that. I want to be able to have that. Ooh. Um, once cooked a dinner for friends, got pissed, got pissed drinking, and the dinner was served midnight. Oh, you got drunk while you. and the dinner was served at midnight. I've never had that happen. I typically do like I go above and beyond with like dinner a lot of times if I'm trying to like make a um some sort of display of it, then I'll do it to where I serve the dinner. But most cases, it's like you put something on the table and everybody else can dig and get their own, or you can serve it or whatever. You can serve it to yourself, or I serve it to them. But either way, you try and create like a spectacle of it where you have like the white plates. You make sure the plates are clean outside of where the food is. Um, yeah, I like to do that, but I usually do that with just the family. And then Eric is always like, you don't have to like decorate the plate and do all this other stuff. I'm like, how do I make it look nice then? Like the kids' plates, they're in like kids' plates. Like they don't have any stylish, modern kids' plates. So yeah, I get paid tomorrow. What I'm going to throw my check in debating on going in Lunic or Jasmy. Um, it's all up to you. I'm delivering packages for FedEx as we speak. It's a way to make money. It's a way to start investing and not only start investing, but also have that future growth. Majority of your income, majority of your revenue be through investing. I'm now not allowed to cook for friends. It's funny. Is anything else moving? Absolutely. Like, is it moving a lot? We see Bitcoin that's slightly up in the last hour, but after being down, I guess in the last 2 hours, Bonk is still up 47%. I would like to see that pull back because then it would open the door for me buying it. But you never know. I mean, the crypto market looks like it's going to be booming soon. Celestia, it's closing in on $14. Very, very close to $14. Render is close to that $5 mark. Phantom, that's up 14%. IMX, that's up 13%. ApeCoin, that's up 11%. Internet Computer. I would say, like, you're probably asking the same question. Like, why can't you be involved in something that grows by 70,000%? And I think the answer is that we don't put ourselves in a lot of those positions that are kind of early stages or lower stages, like often. And if you do, you have often times where you might not make as much money as you're thinking, but you might have a lot of chances to where you make, 100% on your play or 200% or 300%. But what happened to that 70,000%, right? I know that I have had that, right? That 70,000%. Where I invested a small amount into Lunic and it turned into a very, very large amount. Now, I would love if I would have put $500 into it and it turns into, $300,000. That would have been freaking fantastic. But it also wouldn't be as great of a message turning $43 into hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars versus turning $500 into hundreds of thousands. I feel like it's still an impressive feat, but it will be more impressive if you turn $43 into a ridiculous level. Let's see how the markets are doing. Let's see how my dividend portfolio is looking today. So today it's up $55.32. It's almost up 1% today. That's phenomenal to see. I love seeing the growth. I love seeing the movement. And I'm always surprised that it's moving this much, that in the last day it could be up $130 is what it's showing here. 1.5%. And to see like ticker symbol O, that's up 2%. Ford, that's up 4%, 5%. To see, let's see, PRF, that's up 1%. SPYD, that's up 2.8%. SP or SCHD, that's up 0.3, 0.4 for DLR. FDVV, that's up 1%. SPYD, that's up 2.8%. SPHD, that's up 1.5%. I took $1,000 and I invested $1,000 into the dividend market. or my dividend portfolio. I went from 7,200 to 8,200, and today I'm up 128% on just gaining. So this is definitely looking good. Heck yeah, man. I was trying to buy $500 worth of Jasmine at around the same time. I was just too new to crypto to understand how I was going. Okay, yeah, I understand that. Totally understand that. AMD 2% today so far. Has really? I'm not invested in AMD, but that's not a. I don't think it's a dividend play. It's just a growth play. Yeah, AMD over history is up 700%, but if we look at today, yeah, it's up 2.8%. It's up $3 today. That's phenomenal. Morning, Matt. What's your take on XRP? It gets a lot of flack as a project for not moving much, but has so much fundamentals and use cases. Do you see a potential for a 10x in this bull market? For XRP? Yes, I see a potential for a 10x in this bull market. If you ask some of my videos, right, and I'm saying ask some of my videos that I have that's out there, one of the last videos that I posted, let me see if I can bring that up because I know I'm on a different place here. Let me go to my channel, and if you ask one of my videos from 14 hours ago, you'll see this. XRP to $10,000. I'm prepared for XRP to reach $10,000, but I'm not banking on it. I believe that this can grow a hell of a lot more. $6, absolutely. 10x to $10, $20, absolutely. That's where my goal is for XRP, is around the $10 to $20 mark to at least start accepting some things. However, I will have a lot that's left over. Like I have my Kraken portfolio here, and anytime that I have any type of gain, I invest that money into like Anchor or Ripple. I'm currently sitting on 67 that's here, and as time goes on, I most likely will continue to invest into Ripple, continue to buy more and more, continue to buy more and more Anchor, and see those two that will flourish, and the graph and some other things that will flourish. And I will hold on to this portion, whatever I'm holding in Kraken, I will hold on to this portion until it hits $10,000. When it hits $10,000, I will let go of a portion of it. I still won't let go of all of it, but I will let go of a portion of it. However, for everything else that's in like my Coinbase wallet, which I have, if I go over to my assets, which I'm at, and I look at my Coinbase wallet, I have 3,347. Everything that's in here, I most likely will, sell short term as time goes on. So will it 10x? I 100% believe it will 10x. 100%. At minimum, I believe it will 10x. I believe that we're seeing a $1 trillion market cap here with XRP at least, right? And the reason why I say minimum, you're probably like doing the math and you're like $1 trillion market cap is a $20 price. Wouldn't that be at least $20? Well, you have to factor in the potential dilution because there's 100 billion coins total. And if they burn the escrow, it's a different story. Then you could see it go a lot further. But a $10 price at $100 billion market cap or $100 billion supply, you have, $1 trillion overall level that it's at, because 100 billion multiplied by 10 is 1 trillion. So at minimum, I see it at a $1 trillion market cap. That's how I found you, by simply looking up on YouTube, Terra Luna Classic. Been rocking ever since, especially after you said you wanted to buy 500. You wanted to buy 500 like me, but some BS happened. Yeah, that pissed me off. That definitely got me upset because my bank just wouldn't let me do it. It wasn't me specifically that was like, oh, you know what, I'm not going to buy. Like if it was me and I was like, I'm not buying $500 worth, I accept it. Like I accept when I said, I'm not buying, Caspa until it hits a 3.5 cent price, when in fact I should have pulled the trigger at lower than 4 cents. So it's something that, really did bother me that I wasn't the reason why I didn't invest into it. It was my bank for the reason why I didn't invest into it, or I didn't buy as much. I'm just glad that I had money in my MetaMask, and now I always keep Ethereum, I always keep BNB in my MetaMask to be able to purchase things, because and while I'm only keeping, maybe 100 or 200 in there, I always find a way to keep something in there. One, for fees that you have, especially on the Ethereum side, and two, to be able to make these moves on things that I feel like I wouldn't be able to do. I wouldn't be able to make those moves otherwise or elsewhere, either or. Imagine we both made 300K off looning. I'd be happy. Yeah, of course. I mean, I don't know if I would have sold all of it. I probably would have sold, um, as I saw that rise, I probably would have sold a lot of it, but I would have probably had 150K like left in there. So the same situation would be it would be right now, right? Where instead of looking at 4,800 that I ended up profiting, I probably would have profited like $48,000 and would have been sitting on the rest of that's there. So yeah, I could have easily profited that much as it was rising up. But I would have taken profit as time went on, right? If I saw it go from $500 to a value of, what did it go to? So it was $48 or $43 up to a level of, I think it was like $3,000, or no, it was a little bit more than that. Ended up taking a little portion of that, taking like $1,000 there, and then taking like another thousand as it did rise more, and taking another thousand at some point. Then as I got up to like $6,000 that I took out, and I only had 20 million coins that were left in there, I decided as it pulled back, I would put more money in there. So I ended up putting a little bit more in there, like 1,200. So my total profit is $4,800, and it got me back to my 55 million, or technically it was, I would have had 57 million if I didn't give away 2 million just maybe 2 weeks ago. What do you think about Jasmine's future? I heard something about BlackRock's investment in Asia. What do I think about their future? Right now, I'm focused on that portion of it, but I'm more focused on the short term and exactly what they do, um, popularity wise. And I feel like they already have that popularity with being on, various platforms like Coinbase and Kraken, I believe, and, all of that, the S tiers and tier one exchanges, which is big, right? Because it creates a lot of hype and creates a lot of attention around what this is. But then when we talk about the future, that's kind of uncertain right now. You should get feedback for your top five, and it'll be a good discussion. So I have put my top five that's out there. I put my top five as being, XRP, um, Ethereum, then Bitcoin, and then you look at Solana and ADA as the top five cryptocurrencies that I see that are going to be in the market in 2024, 2025, and things of that nature. So I feel like it's definitely it's definitely out there. And the discussion was out there, and I got a lot of positivity from it, where people are like, I definitely think XRP is going to be up there. And I was like, I thought we were going to get a little bit more resistance here around it, but we didn't. So anyways, guys, I have to get out of here, because we're approaching the 3 hour mark. So I'm going to spend this next 30 seconds in talking to you guys and kind of, I guess, cooling down a little bit. So guys, if you could, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, if you guys want to check out any of the links down below, feel free to check out those links. If you guys want to sign up for crypto.com, or, start, staking your crypto and get into the Rewards Plus program, you can definitely do that. If you want to start trading with Margex, there's a link in the chat where you guys can start trading with Margex. I made $62 today. Could have made a little bit more if I would have played it the right way, which I probably should have played it as definitely feeding off of this moving average here. But either way, I still made $62. I'm still happy about that. hit that like button. Definitely check out that link to sign up for Margex. They are a partner with the channel. But I will catch you guys in like the next video, and you know, you'll see a bunch of different videos today. I don't know what type of videos, but you'll see a bunch of different ones because things did move quite a bit. So everybody on YouTube, thank you guys for watching. Everybody on Rumble, thank you for watching as well. And everybody that's on X right now, thank you guys for watching. Bro, do you mind making another video about the parameter change proposal for Lunic? We can definitely make that. We can get more validators behind it. Yeah, is it already out there? Well, you know what? I'll figure that out later. I'll go into like the Telegram or something. But yeah, everybody hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button. I'm going to get out of here. I'll catch you in the next one.